Hey, what's up guys, welcome to the second episode of Heroes Preview. In this video, I will show you some guides, gameplays as well as tips for Shallow Keeper. Shallow Keeper is a frontline tank with a really useful ultimate as well as a lot of HP. Early level is pretty easy to get, so it should be one of your starting tank if you don't have one. Let's go on to his green skill, Tidal Force. Tidal Force deal damage as well as lower armor of an enemies. What to know about this skill is that it goes last in your skill sequence, and it also deal magic damage instead of physical damage, and the debuff doesn't last that long. Go on to his blue skills. It's called Anchors Await, and honestly this skill is no different than a stronger auto attack. As you can see, it hits all the enemies in the front line, and it only does is increase your damage. Now let's go on to his ultimate. This is what makes Shallow Keeper useful apart from his tankiness. This skill stun on the enemies, and when you level them up, the hit rate increases, so the higher the level, the more chances you're gonna get a guaranteed stun on your enemies. Alright, to his purple skill. This skill is pretty simple. It's a passive that increases armor. It's gonna help him a lot when you face again an own physical team. Alright, so overview. There's a lot of mixed opinion about Shadow Keeper. Some people say that he's gonna be strong later on. Some people say that, there's other tank that's just gonna beat him to it. But honestly, in my opinion, I think Shadow Keeper is pretty great. He have a really nice HP gain. And what I don't like about him is that his skill doesn't have the synergy. What I mean by that is his debuff happen last, and it doesn't last that long, so you don't get the extra damage from your blue skill. However, his ultimate is so useful that it makes up for it. With the area of effect stun as well as decent damage, it definitely makes Shallow Keeper worth investing in. And I mean, early on when you don't have a good tank and you want to replace Admiral, try to get Shallow Keeper. He would definitely help you through some quests. Alright, let's get to how to get this awesome tank. You can get his Soul Stone at Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 8 in Elite stage. It's pretty easy to get him early on. You need 10 pieces, and I recommend you getting him early on to replace Admiral, and try to evolve him to 2-star, because that's when he have his really nice start gains and the HP will kick in. As for skill builds, you should prioritize his ultimate over everything, because it is his best skills, and the stun rate improves after you level him up. And next, try to get some point to Tidal Force, as it deals a decent amount of damage as well as debuff the enemy. And lastly, focus on Anchor Await last, because it's just an enhanced auto attack, honestly. Alright, for the fun facts, Shallow Keepers in Dota 2 is actually called TIE Hunter, and what makes him different from Shallow Keeper is that his debuff deal physical damage instead of magical damage, and instead of making Spike goes up from the ground, he makes Tentacle goes up from the ground. But still, he's really strong. He's definitely one of my favorite heroes. So that's it for my second videos. If you like it, drop a like, subscribe for more, and if you have any suggestions for the next hero I should do, drop down in the comments below. And thank you and good luck.